Well, we've come down to the Stumpie house today to catch up on all of our beautiful ugly monkeys. I'm here with Stacey, who's one of their keepers. So Stacey, what can you tell me about these guys? Firstly, how many stump-tailed macaques do we have here at the park?
We've got 9 Stumpies here at the moment. We've got 3 males and 6 females.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about each of them individually?
Okay, yep, so sitting on this platform here at the minute, we've got Sylvie on the right there, the dark individual. She's one of our sort of middle ranking females. We've got Sam here, the white one, that's our dominant male, and next to him Kelly, the dominant female. Down here we've got Miriam, one of the sort of higher ranking females.
She's sitting in the water drinker. Is that something that they like to do?
Yeah, we've had to abandon using those as water drinkers actually. They've got the sort of drinker points on the walls there. There's one just in the corner by her, so they drink from those, and we now actually use those drinker bowls as enrichment bowls, so we'll put shavings and worms and things in there so they'll forage in them, and yeah, they use them for something to sit on as well.
Brilliant. So who else have we got in this room?
So in the corner bedroom up here we've got Phil and Jonathan. They're very low ranking boys there. They tend to spend quite a lot of time together. Sometimes they're best of friends, other times Jonathan can give Phil a bit of a hard time, but most of the time they get on pretty well there.
Great.
And then we've got Charlie over here, a low ranking female, the dark individual there. And then on the other end of this platform we've got Noreen and Maureen.
Noreen and Maureen. Great. So one of the questions asked by our Facebook supporters is, are they as grumpy as they look?
Yeah, to be honest, they pretty much are. They're quite grumpy most of the time. The more time you spend with them, the more endearing it is, really, their grumpy nature. But yeah, they are quite moody monkeys.
And how are they doing now? Because obviously they have been through quite a lot in their lifetimes for various reasons. How are they all settled, and what's the hierarchy like, and who's friends with who?
Yeah, they've settled in really well. They're doing very well. There is a very strict hierarchy amongst these guys. So the dominant individuals very much do dominate for food and for the enrichment and things. If we want to have the opportunity to give things to the lower ranking guys, we do really need to separate them to be able to do that. So we've got like Sam and Kelly at the top end, spend a lot of time together. Phil and Jonathan and Maureen and Charlie spend quite a bit of time together. Charlie, although she's sort of lower ranking, she does get a lot of grooming from the high ranking individuals, so we will often see her sitting with Kelly getting groomed by her.
Now, favourite treats for these guys? What would be their all-time most favourite thing to have?
I mean, to be honest, the Stumpies just love anything. They do eat anything. Grapes they really enjoy, so we tend to use those for sort of the training treats and for getting them to move for us. They're a popular reward. Bananas they absolutely love, but obviously they're very high calorie, so we tend to give those as extras for the skinnier guys in the group. But yeah, things like that we do get very excited about.
Great. Now, also living in this house, although she does have a separate enclosure, is our lovely Pattus monkey, Mitza. Now, obviously, our Facebook supporters are aware that sadly we lost her companion, Sissy Joe. How is Mitza coping since Sissy Joe passed away?
She's doing very well, really. It was quite a one-way relationship that she had with Sissy. Mitza very much enjoyed grooming Sissy, but she never really got much of that in return. So I think she is missing the company, having that other monkey around, but she's not missing out on the grooming and attention particularly, because she didn't get a great deal of that from Sissy. Obviously we're just trying to give her lots of extra attention now, lots of enrichment and insects and things to keep her busy. But yeah, she's coping very well, really.
That's great to hear. Now obviously we don't like to keep individual primates of a certain species on their own, so we are quite fortunate, I guess, that obviously Mitza's not on her own to all extensive purposes. She does share her house with lots of stump-tailed macaques. So is there much interaction between the two?
Yeah, there is. I think it does definitely help having the stimulation of the other monkeys in the house. She will watch the Stumpies, watch what they're doing. There is sort of visual communication between them. So yeah, I think it definitely helps having that going on in the house to keep her stimulated.
Now, one of the questions that was asked was whether Jonathan is still over-groomed by some of the other Stumpies.
He's not particularly over-groomed so much now. He does still get quite a bit of grooming. Actually, Charlie's getting a lot of the grooming attention now. It seems to be focused more on her at the moment.
Great. Okay, so that's all we've got time for today. We will bring you another video update at some point later on in the week. We're actually going to check in on the lovely Cherry with her beautiful daughter Thelma. That will probably be towards the end of this week. So thank you, Facebook supporters. Thank you for all your wonderful donations that you've been sending in over the last week. And we'll speak to you soon.